Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about how to shade an object properly with the pen. This particular video is a revised version of my previous tutorial about shading with the pen. Before we proceed, I would like to thank you all for the massive engagement I got on this particular video and also for your support. Thanks a lot, I really appreciate. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell to get notified anytime a new tutorial is uploaded. Back into the video. In this tutorial, I will be demonstrating with a sphere, and I will also be applying a background for better learning experience. I am starting off with a circle shape, then sketch out my background too. Now my sketch is ready and let's go into shading. For this process, I am starting off with the background with a light and gentle approach, then increase the pressure you apply gradually using the arching and cross arching technique. Always remember that pen works require a lot of patience, as this background took me close to an hour to get a good and consistent shade. Continue shading and sometimes play around with your pen and experiment few things. Do not be scared of making mistakes while shading, and always clean the tip of your pen regularly to avoid ink stains on your work. While shading around the circle shape, be careful of not allowing your pen strokes go into the shape, as it will deviate your work from having a realistic structure. So my background is set. Let's move to the main purpose of this tutorial. I am approaching the bottom half of the sphere first with a light shade, which will serve as our light and middle tone. After applying my light tone, then I sketch out where my core shadow and middle tone will fall. The core shadow is the dark part of shading, where it faces away from the light source. My light source is coming from this direction, so it makes the other part of the sphere where there is no light bounce to have a darker tone. Now I increase the pressure a little bit to get the middle tone in the object using the arching and cross arching technique. Now I am applying my core shadow, which is my dark tone, on the object. Then I blend it with my initial middle tone. The space I am leaving here is where the light reflects on the object. This reflected light differentiates your core shadow from the cast shadow and shows the object is staying on a flat surface. When light hits the flat surface, it will reflect at the bottom part of the object. That is why it is called reflected light. And you achieve this by applying a very light middle tone shade. So on the top half of the sphere, which is my object, I start off with a light shade also and blend it with other shades in the object. Do not forget to leave space for your highlights where the light bounce the most. Take your time to shade this portion of the sphere, that is your object, as it is the light part of the shading, and try to avoid thick strokes. Now that my light tone is ready, then I will start blending the different shades together until I achieve a good result. During this process, always remember to be patient and enjoy the process.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby.
The final part of this tutorial is the cast shadow, which is the shadow the object has on a flat surface. This is the darkest part of the shading process, and it shows that the object, which is our sphere, is not floating in the air. When shading this part, make sure the cast shadow does not have a thick outline.
But I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh.
Instead, try to blend the edges into your background in a blurry effect motion. And this will make your object look realistic enough. So that's just it. With enough patience and practice, it becomes more easier over time. So we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like it, share, subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon for more better learning experience. Bye and see you in my next video.